All right, it's time for a garden update for the week. All this rain has made everything just go crazy. You can see everything's nice and green. We are very close on the green beans. We've got some little baby ones on here if the temperature will cooperate, and I got some that are getting close to harvest. We're getting lots of pickling cucumbers starting to form on our vines here, and the vines are taking over. And then I have jalapenos buried down in there. You can kind of see what I was talking about before, about how it is so intense that the weeds that are down there can't really thrive. So, except for this one right here. And then I just pulled that one out. We got little bell peppers on here, and I'm hoping those are going to get bigger. I'm not sure if my soil depth is affecting that or not. Last year I had them here too, though. Got lots of banana peppers I need to harvest. Anybody knows what to do with all these banana peppers, let me know. You know, we can pickle them, but excuse me. Excuse me again. Excuse me a third time. They come in threes. Down here, zucchini starting. My wife loves that. With all the rain, one of the downsides has been we hadn't had great pollination on some of this. So if you ever get that kind of stuff, that's because it didn't pollinate well. Okra is hanging in there, and it looks like, to me, if I can find my finger, right there, we got some beginnings of some okra flowers starting. I go through on these plants where all this bad pollination happens. You know, it gets wet and the bees are still out here getting their honey, but it just doesn't transfer from the bees to the squash. So just pick these off, and the pruning part of this process will make these start to say, hey, I need to make another one of me. That one there's probably not going to make it. We'll come back and visit it. You see how it's black right there? Over here, the cantaloupe vines are starting to overflow, so my whole plan of growing up a trellis, if I can't get it in very soon, we're going to be growing out here. I'm going to have to do some roundup and put a tarp down or something. Got another plant here now. Here's an example. See how you got all these top leaves here and all these bottom ones down below? You pull all these bottom ones off, and I should have had these staked over because they're already starting to fall. But that way it gives you more foliage underneath here, and you won't have all this leaf growth, all the energy going into the leaves. You'll have it going into the plants. Here's the watermelon vines. Hannah's been talking to them pretty good. And then these here are the sunflowers. So everything's looking good. I think I'm gonna start some tomatoes, and I'm still gonna plant those, but there'll be fall tomatoes over there. I'm gonna start some more zucchinis and squashes so that when these tucker out, I can put them in there. Some of this that you see on the leaves here is just the leaf growth. It's called leaf variegation. And it could be, I think I burnt a little bit of these with some fertilizer. I had it got on the leaves, and it didn't, I didn't get it washed off good. But you can see the newer ones are fine, so I'm just letting it go, and then I'll pluck them off as I need to. I think the sweet spot, the Square Foot Garden book says 2 plants per square. Definitely believe that 4 squares per plant is the way to go. And then I'm fixing to make my wife happy. I'm gonna give her a flower. I'm gonna pluck one of these off. If I can pluck it off. Yep. She'll be happy. And if you have a spot where you want these to grow, like just in a flower bed or something, right here, I'll do a video later, and you'll see next year, these seeds will be all in the grass. Even though you wouldn't think it would seed in that grass, it'll be all in the grass. So if you had a bed and you just plop those down in there, you wouldn't have to replant the seed every year. It'll just keep coming back. And these things draw in the bees. In fact, let's see if you can see it. There's some critter crawling around on there right now. That's a worm. I don't think I want that. I know my wife don't want it. But that's an update. We'll keep coming back with them. I do these for me, and I just put them on here in case y'all want to see. I hope it inspires you to grow some food. I mean, this is so easy. I'm not doing anything. I'm not even getting the weeds out like I need to. And there's not very many, but you can do this and grow food for your family. You don't have to go to the grocery store to get everything. This is healthier. I hadn't had to put any chemicals on it or anything like that. And it's right out the back door. I forget stuff at the grocery store. I don't know about y'all, but I forget stuff. So if I forgot something that was in my backyard, well, I just come back out here. You see that yellow flower right there? That's a cucumber going all the way across. Alrighty, we'll talk to you later.